here in the last couple of minutes of the show, we do want to make sure we get to Boss Watch. Just a reminder that so far under the Trump administration, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration is not being as public with its investigations. Used to craft this segment, it was pretty easy. I would just go to the EEOC and the Department of Labor and these other agencies' websites and find where they've busted someone, usually a lot of someone's every week across the South. Not happening anymore. So one area you can find some of this information is the Confined Space newsletter set up by Jordan Barab. He's a former OSHA official. So you can find some cases there on his website. And I also want to mention Union Busters. This segment of Boss Watch, Union Busters, covering national updates, is sponsored by Labor Lab. Labor Lab is an employer watchdog organization. They are committed to safeguarding the right to organize through unions, collective bargaining, and mutual aid. They do this by combing through reports that Union Busters are required to file with the Department of Labor. Here are the new filings from this week. LabCorp in San Diego hired East Coast Labor Relations for $3,500 a day. That is the firm owned by that guy we had on the show a while back, funny enough. U.S. Auto Force in California hired Quest Consulting for $250 to $500 an hour. There is an open union election there. According to federal filings, Jessica Thomas is the president of the firm, but according to their filings with the Nevada Secretary of State, Lupe Cruz is the president. Cruz formerly worked as a union organizer for Unite Here. Boo. Sunbelt Rentals in Michigan hired GRCA with a union election still open there. The Royal Group in Illinois hired ICWE. Workers recently lost the union election 14 to 29. The Union Busters did not file until after the election. Golden Mile Eurostar in Illinois also hired ICWE. The union election is still open. Pasadena Music Academy in California hired LRI Consulting Services for $425 an hour, and Tetra Pak in Texas hired LRI Consulting Services for $425 an hour. In addition, the following filings were amended. LRI Consulting Services added a subcontractor, Sam Lard, to their LM20 for Blue Oval, which is in Kentucky. Blue Oval is another really important test for the UAW in their campaign to organize the Southern non-union automotive manufacturers. As a reminder, due to a lack of enforcement, some labor relations consultants may disregard the law and fail to report their activities to the U.S. Department of Labor. Therefore, it's crucial for organizers and workers to report suspected persuader activity to the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Labor Management Standards, OLMS. You can also report to Labor Lab. So please reach out to Labor Lab at contact@laborlab.us. If you think there's a union buster in your workplace, do reach out to them. Some strange fella with a fancy suit shows up talking weird about unions. You might have a union buster on your hand. You might want to reach out to Labor Lab.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project. And you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.